What up, Salvador Braven here. Welcome back to the Crowdfunding Demystified YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about crowdfunding, and specifically how to incorporate crowdfunding into your life so you can reach your full potential. And there's so many different types of crowdfunding out there. There's equity crowdfunding, there's rewards-based crowdfunding, right? In today's video, we're actually talking about real estate crowdfunding and some of the benefits of investing in real estate. We're gonna talk about it, we're gonna break it apart, we're gonna demystify it, and it's happening today. So if this is your first time coming to this channel, first of all, thank you so much and welcome. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and go and check out some of the other free education information that I got in the archives of this channel. You go and check out my podcast, you go and check out some of the free information on my blog, crowdcrux.com. Would love for you to just benefit from that and hopefully take actions towards your goals, whatever they are. If you are a seasoned veteran of this channel, thank you so much for showing up. Again, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and also give me a thumbs up on this video and come subscribe because I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers. That would be so incredible if we can get to that number, guys. So thank you so much if you decide to subscribe to this channel. Okay, so let's get into this. Is actually a little known fact, is that I love real estate, man. I love real estate. Real estate is so freaking cool to me. I actually wrote the book Real Estate Crowdfunding Explained when it's really just becoming more popular. I have that book out there on Amazon, on Audible. I also have a free course on real estate crowdfunding, which you can learn. I'll put the link down below in the description. But man, I love real estate because there are so many incredible benefits to investing in real estate. So for those of you that are not aware, I kind of want to go through a couple of those benefits in today's video. We can go through some of the things that you should be aware of when it comes to investing in real estate, and even when it comes to different market cycles, when it comes to your overall portfolio. We'll put all of this into context so that I hope you like today's video. Number one, my favorite part about real estate is the fact that it appreciates, right? Appreciation, whether that's caused by an actual area becoming more sought after, more people wanting to live there. For example, you have multifamily, or if you have single family homes, or you have commercial real estate, right? More people actually wanting to rent there, more people wanting to live there, more people wanting to do business there. Over time, properties will appreciate. And in addition, it usually is also a great hedge against inflation. So the fact that a property appreciates means that built in, your asset is going to grow over time. And to me, that's just phenomenally cool. Not every asset is designed in that way. For example, companies might not always appreciate with their stocks, right? When it comes to other kinds of investments like crypto, that might not always appreciate. So the fact that real estate tends to appreciate over time is a massive benefit in my opinion. And it's kind of honestly even just an icing on the cake because there are so many other benefits when it comes to investing in real estate. The second thing that I love about real estate is the fact that it delivers you cash. It delivers you cash flow, man. Cash flow that is flowing into your bank account. Now, obviously the source of that is different depending on the type of investing that you're doing. For example, if you're investing in debt, which is collateralized or that has real estate there as the collateral, then that would be from interest payments. If you're investing in equity, that's just gonna be from rent payments of some kind, whether that's commercial real estate or residential real estate, right? But cash flow is coming into your account. And that is so, I think, exciting. I think that's great in the fact that you're having these kind of different residual streams of income that you aren't necessarily even tied to. And to me, that's really the name of the game when it comes to building wealth, when it comes to creating freedom in your life. Cash flow is king, we know. And I think that being able to trade, for example, an initial investment for cash flow is a great deal because what else are you gonna be doing with it? You're gonna be trying to trade it for other goods and services. You're gonna try and acquire other assets. Not every other asset actually produces cash flow. So the fact that real estate can produce cash flow and also appreciate at the same time, I think is an incredible number one and number two benefit of it. Number three, and this is actually something that for me is a new concept because when I was first getting started in my online business journey, man, I'm like an all-in kind of guy. I'm a ready, fire, aim kind of person. And you really, when you're starting a new business, you have to be all in. But what I realized is that as I started to go going with my business, started to grow more and more, I didn't want to be all in every single area of my life. Because you think about it, you're already all in when you're starting a company and you're doing a business, you're doing a startup. But when it comes to your personal finance, when it comes to your personal portfolio, it can be a little bit over risky to be all in that way. So actually, when it comes to that, I'm a little bit more risk averse, I would say. But what I love about real estate is the fact that you can easily diversify your portfolio in that way. So you can be super all in, 100%, really focused when it comes to your business, your startup, your company, what you're trying to grow, what you're trying to become in the world. But you can also diversify your personal finances, right? So you can have stocks, you can have bonds, you can have real estate. And in this way, no matter what happens in the market, you are diversified. It's almost like if you have, a storm that's coming, right? It's kind of like you're hunkering down, right? If you have winds that are kind of going throughout the city, you have built a structure that is there to last. The foundation goes really strong, your roots go deep into the ground. So I really like diversification for that reason. I think it's very important to diversify, particularly if you're a business owner and you do have, other capital that you can invest in other ways. So I think real estate is a great way to diversify. And also, it's also a different type of asset class, right? So when some asset classes are doing really well, other asset classes aren't. And when some other asset classes are doing really poorly, other asset classes are doing great. So I love the fact that you can diversify easily with real estate. I think this is another number three benefit, I would say.
Attention, new and seasoned real estate investors. There's a new way to build wealth in commercial real estate that everyone's talking about. There's no annoying property management, or even tedious location selection. Let me introduce you to the top real estate investing platform on the market today, CrowdStreet. CrowdStreet has offerings for you with unparalleled institutional type commercial real estate. Now you can be in control of your elite real estate portfolio. Tap the link in the description to learn more or check them out at crowdstreet.com.
Number 4 is good old-fashioned depreciation. So depreciation isn't necessarily something you can always claim when you're investing in real estate. For example, if you have your primary residence, you can't claim depreciation on that. Or in certain types of funds that you're investing, you can't always claim depreciation from that, right? But depreciation to me is just another one that I want to lump into this list as another major benefit of real estate. It's because it's really a non-cash expense, right? So you can have a company, or you can have a property rather, that is cash flowing, right? And that you're actually receiving cash from, but based on the balance sheet, based on the income statement, it's saying that there isn't any profit at the end of the day. But because of depreciation, it's because you're adding that in. If you really subtract that, you actually do have cash, which is flowing into your bank account, right? So when it comes to your income statement, I mean, I think that's really cool. That's freaking amazing that, you know, even the government allows us to do this, right? But depreciation is such a huge tax benefit, in my opinion, that you're seeing that. And obviously, you're going to talk about depreciation and capture in the future. But when it comes to in the present moment, this is great. This is incredible. This is something that I think that everyone should know about when it comes to being the benefits of investing in real estate. Number 5 is that they are not making any more of it, right? They're not making any more of it. Unless you're, investing in a really, bad area where they're eventually going to, I don't know, tear down that building or something like that. You're really not making any more property or any more land, if you will. If you invest in a good area, at a certain point in time, that area is going to be developed, right? And buildings are going to be built around you. That's going to increase the overall property value of that area or of that section in the city. We're actually seeing a ton of that happening right now in Miami, particularly in the area of Miami that I am in. So this is something that's just an incredible phenomenon where when you actually are able to get into a real estate investment or you're willing to participate in a fund, you have this kind of almost incredibly, locked down, ironclad asset where other people are not going to be able to encroach on that because it's a physical location and they're not making any more of it, right? So it can be very powerful in that way. It can almost be a defensive moat in some ways, I would also say. So that is my next item in this list. Number 6 is that there is liquidity when it comes to real estate. Now, it's maybe not the same liquidity when it comes to stocks necessarily, right? Because stocks are very incredibly liquid due to the public stock market. It's a secondary market and exchange. So you can very easily trade your shares of a company. However, real estate is also liquid. Now, some people might be like, you know what, Sal? That's not true. I don't believe you when you say that because it's going to take you so long to sell a house or so long to do this. Well, there are ways of investing in real estate which allow you to be a little bit more liquid than if you're just putting all of your capital into one location, all your capital into a primary residence or into residential real estate or into commercial real estate. There are ways of kind of making it more liquid. For example, investing in different funds, whether that's a publicly traded REIT, a privately traded REIT. These different things will have different liquidation opportunities when it comes to your privately traded REIT or the publicly traded REIT. You can actually trade this. You can trade this asset that you have. So there are different ways in which you can inject liquidity into investing in real estate. But even then, you still have an asset which you can sell. If you are in a good location, if you pick your properties wisely, if they are cash flowing, you can always trade that asset for cash if you need to. It's almost like I'd say it's definitely stood the test of time in that way. So it's something where maybe it takes you a little bit longer if you're doing your own investing into a physical location. However, it is something that is liquid. It's not something you're going to be in for the rest of your life, for example. So I think this is another major benefit of real estate is that if you explore this area of investing, if you explore real estate investing, if you explore being able to put your money into concrete and glass and real properties with physical locations, real assets, this is actually something that even if you, for example, make that decision, you do an investment, it doesn't mean you can't get out of that in the long run. So I really like that fact about real estate. So that is my next benefit here. The last item that I wanted to include in this list is the fact that crowdfunding is disrupting this area. And man, I love that. I love me some crowdfunding. And I also wrote this book, Real Estate Crowdfunding Explained. And I really documented how this was a phenomenon that no one was noticing when I first started to cover this. And even now, I think that a very small number of people even understand what real estate crowdfunding is. The fact that you can invest in a property with other investors through crowdfunding is so freaking cool. Or if you don't even want to do the work of figuring out, do I want to invest in that property? There are other platforms that are out there as well where you can invest in a fund that then invests in a certain area, a geographic location in the United States, or a certain type of property, for example, or you can even invest in debt if you wanted to in a fund in that way. So there's a lot of different ways in which you can get involved in real estate crowdfunding. I have some other great videos out there about this. I wanted to make this video to kind of just highlight some of my major thoughts when it comes to this, but also to share with you a free course down below on real estate crowdfunding, to share with you my book again. And this is something where even if we are talking about the market and what's currently happening, I do think that in the long run, real estate is one of the best bets that you can make when it comes to investments, when it comes to something that's going to appreciate and grow, something that continues to pay you cash flow, to me, it's just like a no-brainer. And what I love about that, again, is that you can diversify away from your main business. So I hope you enjoyed today's YouTube video. Again, my name is Salvador Brigman. Give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Come subscribe for more content just like this. You want to learn more about real estate crowdfunding, you go and check out some of the links down below, or even just search my channel. I got a lot of free videos out there that are incredible on this topic. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and then I'm broadening your horizons when it comes to the potentials and the possibilities in which crowdfunding can enter your life and can really upgrade your ability to launch new products, to get into new deals, new investments, and really just, in my opinion, democratize the crowd and give you that power that other people have behind closed doors. Behind closed doors, people could, have these incredible opportunities that they could invest in, but now you can actually do that as well. So we're bringing the power to the people, and to me, that's kind of like the hallmark or the bedrock foundation, which is crowdfunding.